fellow travelers, Mark here with Wolters World, and today we're here in Paris, one of the most beautiful cities in Europe. Also, one of the most expensive cities in Europe if you're a traveler. And today we're going to talk about our 10 cities in Europe that are expensive, but worth every penny when you visit. And we're going to start here in Paris. I mean, Paris is fantastic. The Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, the Musée d'Orsay, walking down the Champs-Élysées, go to the Sacré Coeur, which is right there. There's so many things you can see and do when you're here, but the thing is staying here, being here, existing here. Money just seems to disappear, right? So it is one of those places that you will spend money, but what's cool, one thing that's cool about Paris, there's a lot of discounts. There's a lot of things you can do to mitigate some of the costs. The metro goes all over the city, so you can stay in different parts of the city and then come in very easily to the sites. For example, I'm here in Montmartre, like Sacré Coeur is right there. I'm spending 90 euros a night for a really nice hotel room. You can find those deals, but you have to search for it. So don't think you have to stay right by, the Eiffel Tower or something like that, because you're gonna be paying triple the price. And basically you're not getting the room anyway because there's so many things to see and do when you're here. And that's what's nice about it. Whether you're going out to eat, you're going to the museums, you're going to the events that are here, you really feel that your money goes farther because it gets you so much culturally that it's worth it. So that's why Paris, number one on my list for expensive cities in Europe, you really still need to go to. Number two on the list is London, England. Yes, jolly old England, in the capital, London. Yes, when you're looking at spending $50 to go into a museum, you're like, whoa, wait a minute, a family of four is $250 to go see certain museums? Yes, it is. Look at the prices for the Tower of London. But the thing is, the Tower of London, or you want to go to Madame Tussauds with the kids, they are super expensive. But you know what? Going to the Tower of London, seeing the Beefeater tour, it's so cool. It's worth it. And the thing is, London, what's awesome about it is there's so many free museums. The British Museum, the Tate Modern, the National Gallery. There's so many things you can do for free. Go watch the Changing of the Guard. But yes, it's expensive to be there for food, accommodation. Like seriously, accommodation's crazy. But there's things you can do to mitigate that. So it's expensive, but it's well worth it. Now, number three on my list, I'm going to go to a smaller place, Lucerne, Switzerland. Look, Switzerland, it's expensive. No matter what you think, no matter where you go, Switzerland is not cheap. It's not budget friendly. It is expensive. Like literally, a week in Switzerland will pay you 2 or 3 weeks in other countries around Europe, okay? But if you're going to go someplace, I would say Lucerne is my favorite town to visit there because it's gorgeous, it's small, you can enjoy it, therefore you don't have to spend a lot of days there, so you can save some money that way. But walking on the bridge, seeing the churches, the lake around there, there's so many things nice to see, you can do that. If you want to do some adventure tourism, you go to Interlaken, which isn't too far away, and you can do some rafting or canyoning when you're there. All expensive things since it's Switzerland, but honestly, the beauty of Switzerland really shows there, so it's worth it for that, versus places like Zurich, where it's really, really expensive and you're not getting as much bang for that insane amount of bucks you're paying. Now next up, we're going to go to a historically expensive country, Sweden, and go into the capital, Stockholm. I'll be honest with you, if I look at the Nordic capitals, Stockholm is number one because of the number of museums, how great it is to walk around, how helpful and friendly the people are. Stockholm wins. Whether you go to the Vasa Museum to see the huge boat that's there, the Skansen, the outdoor museum, or you're going around to see the palaces and the old town, it's just a really great city to visit. Like, I love going to Stockholm. I even take students there. That's just a fantastic place, but it's expensive. Going out to eat, if you go to fancy restaurants, if you're going to go stay in this place, the money, again, disappears. But the thing is, since there's so much outdoor activity, going to walking, along the coastline and going on hikes and stuff. There's so many natural things you can do there that's free to do that you can mitigate some of those costs, because it is going to be expensive, but it's well worth it whether you're young or old, because I'll be honest, Stockholm is one of the most accessible cities in Europe for travelers. And so yes, it's pricey, but everybody can enjoy it. And the public transportation will take you all over, i.e. don't ever take taxis in Stockholm because they're always super expensive. And if you want to save money, just go have fika. When they have like the cinnamon roll and a little coffee, that might be a better way. And also, you can always get the Swedish meatballs on sale, like on special at lunchtime. So you can get those things too to save some money. But honestly, Stockholm, expensive, but worth it. Now, another place which is pricey to go to, not as expensive as these other places, but one that the accommodation can really get you. And lately, this city has not been the most pro-tourist, is actually Amsterdam in the Netherlands. And you go to Amsterdam, when you walk the canals, you see the architecture that's there. You go to the Rijksmuseum, you go to, see Anne Frank's house, you go to the Rembrandt house. Like, you go to see the museums that are there, you go around. It's an incredible adventure when you are there. It's beautiful, it's fantastic, but it's expensive. So if you're looking to save some money when you're there, just walk around the city and take things in, and maybe stay in Utrecht or Haarlem, maybe a little bit cheaper to stay there. And then just take public transportation in, maybe 20, 30 minutes in, and you're right at the central station. You save yourself maybe 100, 200 euros a night in a hotel bill. And then when you go out to eat in Utrecht or Haarlem, it's also a lot less to eat there at dinner time. So Amsterdam still, though, with all they have to see, it's expensive, but it's worth going to. Now, next up, we're going out to the island of Iceland, and we're going to the capital, Reykjavik. I'm going to tell you, Iceland has been popular for over a decade, maybe 2 decades now. People have been loving Iceland because of the nature that's there. And going to Reykjavik, like, Iceland's not cheap. It's never been cheap. It never will be cheap. It's an island in the middle of nowhere that's related to Nordic Europe. Those are like all expensive things, right? And when you go there, when you go to eat and you go stay, you're like, man, it's pricey. Renting a car, like, you understand why people rent a car that has the accommodation on the back of it, because it's just really not a cheap option going there. However, because there's so much nature you're going to enjoy, seeing the volcanoes go, or seeing the glaciers flow by, that's free. Taking the nature, doing the hikes, going on the coastline, it's beautiful, it's well worth it. And you can do things around the island without spending a lot. If you're going to spend the money, one of the things that's really worth doing is going to the Blue Lagoon, the spas that are there, well worth it. I mean, there's so many different things you can do, and the money, you don't mind, because the people there are actually some of the most friendly, open people you're going to meet when you travel around Europe or anywhere in the world. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's expensive, but I feel happy giving them my money because they're so nice. Now, next on our list is a place that they're not so nice, but I still think you can spend your money there, and that's Copenhagen, Denmark. Now, if you look at my video on unfriendly places, Denmark does rank pretty high in unfriendliness. Not because they're not unfriendly, it's just because they're more like apathetic, like they don't care that you enjoy their country. They don't care about you because you don't live there, you're not part of their lives, and they're not trying to be mean. They're just like, dude, you don't matter, so why am I going to waste my time? And that kind of like gives you this feel. Then you go see the Little Mermaid statue, like, Mark, why are you talking about this? Honestly, but when you go to Noahave and you see the Lego stuff, you go around the city. I mean, it's a cool city to hang out and go to a game when you're there. I mean, it's a fun place to be. And I actually like Stockholm one and then Copenhagen too. And when people ask, I'm like, Stockholm's one, but Copenhagen's right there. And they're both pricey, but they're both worth it. And honestly, just going for the pastries, i.e. the Danishes, when you go to Denmark and you go to Copenhagen, make it worth it. Oh my gosh, make it so worth it. Also, the hot dogs are pretty good too. let's head down to Germany. We're going to go to Munich. Look, Munich is probably the most expensive place to visit when you do go to Germany, but it's worth it. From the beer halls to all the Pinothek museums, fantastic museums are there. The Deutsches Museum, one of the best science museum in the world. That's in Munich. I mean, going to see the Glockenspiel. Oh, that's free. You can do that. And the thing is, it's Germany, so there's always some deals out there. There might be a free day or a free afternoon to get into some of these things. But Munich itself, the Bavarian spirit, just going out at the English Garden, and just hanging out there for free or getting up the beer garden there. It's affordable. You can do that. But the thing is, Munich is that like stereotypical Germany you think of when you think of Germany. You think of Bavaria, you think of Munich. And that's the thing, it's fun, the people are nice, it's one of those places you're gonna enjoy. Yes, your wallet will open up and all the money will fly out, but you won't mind because you're gonna have such a good time when you're there. Now, for more of a stuffy, fancy, expensive place, yes, next on our list is Vienna, Austria. Look, I won't lie to you, I do have Vienna's close to my heart. I actually teach at one of the universities there every so often, so I actually spend a lot of time there. But when you go to Vienna, you realize Austria in general is a little bit more pricey than other parts of Europe. However, Vienna is probably the most pricey. And the thing is, when you go there, though, you have so many great sights. The Schönbrunn Palace to go there. You can just walk in the gardens to go see that. Schloss Belvedere, we can see all the Klimts that are there. Stephen's Cathedral, St. Charles Church. I mean, going around the city, it's just a beautiful city. Because remember, it's the capital of the Holy Roman Empire, capital of the Habsburgs, right? And so they want to show their opulence there. You go to the Hopper, you go to the Natural History Museum. There's so many great museums, so many great things to see and do there. Going to the opera when you're there, going to see a concert when you're there. I mean, it's fantastic. What's cool is some of these places have free concerts or discounted concerts you can go see if you're not going to the big palace kind of things or big church kind of things. Like, it can be really, really cool and affordable too. That's why I have students that go there every year and they love living in Vienna because there's so much to do. And yes, it's expensive, but there's a lot of budget options as well. But the things that are there that are cheap or expensive are worth it. And then I'm going to finish off with Venice, Italy. Yes, I know Venice, probably the biggest touristy, trappy kind of place in Italy and one of the most expensive ones as well. But honestly, it's worth it. When you walk around the city, when you get lost in Venice, it is incredible. You're like, I'm lost, but I don't care. And you meet the people there. There are locals there. I know most people are tourists, but there are locals there. And you find a local place to eat. You have that. I mean, it can be a really good experience. I know there's a lot of tourist trappy places that have expensive restaurants there that are, their price doesn't quite equate their quality kind of stuff. But honestly, when you go to Piazza San Marco and you take that in, you see the ducal palaces there. You go to St. Mark's Church. You go walk around, see the Rialto, the Grand Canal. I mean, it's just a really, really great experience when you're there. And when you stay there, it is pricey. And yes, believe me, day trippers, they're going to get you on that day trip because they have days they actually charge you to go there to be a day tripper. So be aware of that. But honestly, it's worth it because the city is gorgeous. And I will say, if you want to save some money, don't do a blowing glass tour because a lot of those tours actually end up just sitting you in the gift shop for probably 2/3 of the time. So just go over Murano and go see it on your own without a tour. You can do it on your own and do that. You'll be fine. But honestly, Venice is one of those places you're going to love just going to and walking around. And that's why it can be cheap because literally you're just walking around. But I will say, if you need to go to the bathroom, have some coins because the public bathrooms, you got to pay for those there. So those are 10 expensive cities in Europe that are totally worth spending your money at. What are some of your favorite expensive cities to visit in Europe that you feel are really worth visiting? Also, what are other ones around the world? New York City, expensive, but so worth it. Anyway, let us know in the comments below and I'll say au revoir from here in Paris.